Hello everyone. Welcome back to Explainer. Today we're delving into one of the most pivotal chapters of history that transformed the social and political landscape of the United States, the Civil Rights Movement. This movement was a beacon of hope for equality and justice, and its impact reverberates even today. So let's embark on a journey through time to understand the struggles, triumphs, and the enduring spirit of those who fought for civil rights. To truly comprehend the significance of the Civil Rights Movement, we must grasp the social backdrop of the mid-20th century. During this era, racial segregation was not only deeply ingrained, but legally enforced in many parts of the United States. People of color were systematically marginalized and deprived of basic human rights. They were segregated from public facilities, denied access to quality education and employment opportunities, and often subjected to violence and discrimination. This system of segregation perpetuated a cycle of inequality that was entrenched in American society. The seeds of change were sown in the 1950s when various legal challenges to segregation gained momentum. A landmark event was the Supreme Court's ruling in the case of Brown v. Board of Education in 1954. The court deemed racial segregation in public schools unconstitutional, overturning the separate but equal doctrine established by the earlier Plessy v. Ferguson case. This pivotal decision served as a catalyst for the burgeoning civil rights movement. The movement was steered by remarkable leaders who fearlessly advocated for civil rights and social justice. One of the most prominent figures was Martin Luther King Jr., a Baptist minister who became the face of the nonviolent resistance movement. His eloquent speeches, including the iconic "I Have a Dream" speech, captured the essence of the movement's aspirations and rallied people to the cause of equality. Rosa Parks, often hailed as the mother of the civil rights movement, gained national recognition when she refused to give up her seat on a bus, igniting the Montgomery bus boycott. Her act of defiance symbolized the resilience of the African American community against injustice. Malcolm X, with his fervent advocacy for Black self-determination, brought attention to the Black Power movement and emphasized the importance of self-defense and self-reliance within the community. A defining feature of the civil rights movement was its commitment to nonviolent protests and civil disobedience. This approach, inspired by the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi, emphasized peaceful resistance to confront injustice. Sit-ins, boycotts, and marches became the hallmark of the movement, drawing national and international attention to the plight of African Americans. The Greensboro sit-ins, the Birmingham campaign, and the Selma to Montgomery marches were some of the pivotal moments that showcased the power of nonviolent resistance in the face of adversity. The movement achieved significant milestones that transformed the legal landscape and the societal perception of civil rights. The March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom in 1963, where Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his historic "I Have a Dream" speech, was a watershed moment that brought together hundreds of thousands of people in support of racial equality. The Civil Rights Act of 1964, a landmark piece of legislation, outlawed discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin, and the Voting Rights Act of 1965 aimed to protect the voting rights of minorities, particularly in the South. These legislative triumphs laid the foundation for a more equitable and just society, marking a turning point in the fight for civil rights. The road to progress was fraught with immense challenges and resistance. Activists and demonstrators faced brutal violence, intimidation, and arrests, especially in the southern states where segregation was deeply entrenched. The bombing of churches, the violent suppression of protests, and the assassinations of key leaders such as Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X underscored the magnitude of the obstacles encountered by the movement. Despite the immense opposition, the determination and resilience of the activists remained unwavering, reinforcing the spirit of solidarity and perseverance within the community. The legacy of the civil rights movement extends far beyond its immediate impact. It served as a catalyst for subsequent social justice movements, empowering marginalized communities to demand equality and justice. The movement inspired the feminist movement, the LGBTQ+ rights movement, and the disability rights movement, among others, creating a ripple effect that continues to shape the struggle for civil liberties and equal opportunities. The principles of the civil rights movement laid the groundwork for a more inclusive and diverse society, emphasizing the significance of dialogue, empathy, and understanding in the pursuit of social change. Reflecting on the civil rights movement, we recognize the indomitable spirit and resilience of those who fought for justice and equality. Their sacrifices and dedication paved the way for a more just and equitable society, leaving an enduring legacy that transcends generations. As we commemorate their contributions, let us renew our commitment to upholding the values of equality and social justice, ensuring that the spirit of the civil rights movement remains alive in our actions and advocacy. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey through history. If you found this video informative, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest uploads. Stay informed, stay engaged, and be sure to join us next time as we delve deeper into significant chapters in our collective past.